Michael, good to see you here today. Talk to me about the film, The Dectectorist, that was in the awards today. What were some of the challenges making that film?
Well, I always try to find an interesting character, if possible, to make films about. And my company has a farm. One of the investments is a farm in Hampshire. And one of the chaps who searches for treasure, they're called Dectectorists. And there's been quite a lot on YouTube about Dectectorists, I've since found out. Found stuff on he asked if he could search on our land with a machine, and he brought up to the office a whole lot of the stuff he found, really quite remarkable. Roman and Celtic and all sorts of coins, and it sounded interesting, so I thought, well, here's a film, because I'm struggling to find subjects nowadays. I think the older I get, the harder I'm finding it, actually. I used to find it easy, but now, 40 years after, or 50 years after I started making films, I'm starting to struggle. Anyway, it sounded interesting, so next time he came up to our office with a whole lot of stuff, I filmed him talking and also the stuff he'd found and talking about what he'd found. It was difficult. I couldn't take the care I usually take because it was all rather limited in time. I prefer something where it's happening all the time and you can film when you want. Anyhow, did that, and then we went on the farm by arrangement another day and shot him searching and digging and finding bits of stuff and digging it up, and that's how the film developed. My son-in-law has recently been given a drone by my daughter, and so we used the drone actually for the opening and closing shots. He wasn't terribly experienced at driving it, so the shots aren't as good as I would imagine, but it's amazing. Drones are the thing. I mean, every time you see an aerial shot on television now, it's always with the drone. I mean, and they're really quite useful. So we did that, and then, but I'm not too happy with the end result, actually.
Tell me about what was the most interesting and challenging part of the filmmaking? So the filmmaking, the editing, just talk to me about that.
Well, the challenging part of the film was really getting close-ups of the coins and stuff that he'd found, because I haven't got a particularly advanced camera. It's a Sony Z150. It's you can get close, but not in the special way that you can get a special close-up lens. So I had problems with the close-ups, and also my main problem was in the edit, because I didn't really have enough interesting stuff I found. I don't pre-plan documentaries generally, because I think you can't. If it's a documentary, you catch stuff as it happens, although of course the commercial ones have to, because they've got crew and they've got expenses and everything, and they have to storyboard a documentary by and large, but I never do. I shoot first and ask questions after, sort of thing. So I wasn't terribly happy with it in the end, actually. With hindsight, I would have tightened it and perhaps used less shoot stuff to camera, talking to camera. Having seen documentaries today here, which I thought were better, I realised that I wasn't quite good enough, really, but still good fun.